Okay, so I'm all here for people trying to better themselves. But honestly, if I see one more post about winter arc, lock-in, I'm going to scream.
No, I'm going to scream. Women can't have anything, can we? Even our winter arc gets taken away from us. It's either winter arc's cringe or I stay hard 365, bro. Shut up, Goggins, for a minute, would ya? People who say, oh, winter arc, I train hard all year round, are the same sort of people that say Valentine's Day's every day. No, it's not. I've been in long-term relationships. It's not every day. Sometimes we're tired. Got a bit of beard action going for this winter. Hello, welcome. I don't know what I'm going to call this series. Maybe the winter arc or winter discipline. Firstly, I must just get in that the inspiration, the source for this series stems from one man and one man only. The man, the myth, the legend. That is Fergus Crawley. Big up yourself. I like what he's done and is doing with the winter. I like the idea of instilling discipline in these dark, cold winter months. It's a bit like altitude training, you know? You know when people go off into the mountains, they run up there and then they come back down and they're like, I feel great. That's what we've got to do this winter, folks. We've got to put the graft in. We've got to go on those cold morning runs, those swims, those ice baths. When summer comes, our performance, our ability to get even greater physiques, it's there for the taking. So stay tuned. It's about time. You know I keep banging about discipline now we lost it. I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting so bored of the fitness industry. Anytime I pull up my Instagram and I'm sitting there scrolling, it's people that are leveraging with their level 2 or even their like sports science degree sitting there with no prior experience of high performance goals or getting super shredded, just taking offence at everything. This is the reason why 4 days of eating are really bad. No, just shut up. No, it's not. Go away. I'm so bored of it. It's unrealistic. Here's why you shouldn't put a video of your physique and then... No, what do you mean? It's not unrealistic, is it? I don't watch Adam Peaty during the Olympics on the BBC swimming a madness and then go, well, that's unrealistic. Turn that BBC... But turn it off. Soft. Everyone's so moany. What the fitness industry's turned into, what can I take offence at today and then tell everyone about it to further validate my own ideology and opinion of lack of discipline and motivation and hard work? Go and do something. Go and get shredded. Go and run a 5K. Go and push yourself. Don't sit there trying to bring everyone down on your level because you ain't got the desire inside you to push. I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of it, folks. I really am. So it's all going to change this winter. So come along on a journey. I've got some performance-related goals. I've got some physique-related goals. We're going to an off-season right now. We're a week in, feeling good. Training has changed a little bit. You know, a bit more incorporation of some running, swimming, cycling, conditioning work. Whilst I do pack on a bit of mass and get stronger. But I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully you can take a little bit of inspiration from this and we can run through it together. Any questions, any queries? We've got another video coming very soon off the back of this one. This is a winter routine, how I advise a 9 to 5 worker. I think I've got quite a lot of 9 to 5ers on the channel. So we're going to run through my recommendations for red light, blue light, cold water, caffeine, training, what to buy, cortisol, stress. Got all that good stuff to come. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And let's get winter rocking. Invigorated, productive morning, natural highs. That's what we're after, folks. The natural highs. Or California sober. Those that know. Big up the California sober gang. Productive morning. 30-minute conditioning session, journaling book, 3 minutes in the ice bath, time to work. I think what I'll do is, or I'm planning on doing a video in the garage whereby we can look to optimize your day during this winter period. So what I'm getting a lot of my clients to do now is restructure their day due to the fact that we want to try and prioritize syncing your natural cortisol response in the morning with things like training, cardio, and then getting the bulk of our work done either morning or lunch. So then we've got the evening to really wind down. I mean, we're looking at what sunset is at 4:30 today, 4:37. So I want to get the vast majority of my work, activity, expenditure done, so that when 4:30 comes, I can go outside, walk the dog, be in view of that sun setting, and then really wind down and optimize that big melatonin surge in the evening to try and get as best possible sleep quality as possible. So yeah, we'll break that down in more detail, but coffee time, client check-ins, and then we'll have a little bit of grub. More chopping board goodness. We have a couple of large eggs here with some red pesto and feta, 100 grams of salmon, smoked salmon, courgette, sun-dried tomato, sourdough with some butter, and then we have some coconut yogurt with dark chocolate, pineapple and strawberry. Lovely. Gonna have this and then we shall go for a nice walk. Bit of lunchtime expenditure, you know? Okay. Let's do it. Sweet potato, 200 grams of chicken, tomato, red pepper, tomato and smoky barbecue tomato paste, feta cheese. You can whip that up. I mean, you can whip that up during your breakfast and then have it for lunch. Could do it whilst you're making your dinner and have for lunch the next day. Super simple, super easy. Calories at the moment are 2,800 calories in this gaining phase. I've been sitting on about 22 for some time now. It's time to eat a little bit more. We're not going straight. We'll discuss calories in a maybe a later video, but I'm not going straight up into more of like a bit of a transitional patch with my food, and then we'll see how it affects scale weight training, digestion, body comp, etc., etc. So a little bit of a restructuring of the daily routine now that the clocks have gone back and we're entering the winter season. Essentially what we want to do, because we don't have as much freedom and time on our hands to prioritize de-stressing like we would do in summer when the sun doesn't set till what, like 9:30, 10. I remember summer evening sitting down in the living room, it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and I'm thinking this is bliss. Unfortunately now 4:30 it starts to get dark. So essentially what we want to do is target that initial first portion of the day for caffeine intake, a change in body temperature, an increase in bright artificial light using a SAD lamp or an LED lamp that has 10,000 lux as an example, and getting, if you can, your expenditure and your training done. So that way, once we've got that out of the way, we've got the back end of the day to really tap into utilizing things like red light box. You don't have to buy one of these expensive light boxes. These are expensive because they've got infrared technology that can help with inflammatory conditions, GI issues, muscular issues. I've got the box sent from Spectra Hill very, very kindly, but if you wanted to take advantage of what red light does to stimulation of melatonin production, then you don't need an expensive box, you just need to switch the light bulb. So my client Josh Smith, he just switches his light bulbs out in his living room, and you can get these from the party shop, and you can just have that red light. Equally, if you use a Lumi lamp that I wake up with, if you put it on like setting 3 or 4, it gives that kind of hue, that red hue of almost mimicking what the sun looks like when it sets. So I'm looking to prioritize my work day now, whereby I finish at around about 4:15 on the red light box, and then into a dog walk at about 4:30. So I'm visually seeing the sunset. I've got that red light stimulation as well, and then when I get back, we're trying to minimize. We're not a very bright house. Josh, who I live with, hates bright light anyway. So we've got low light settings in both the kitchen and the living room. And if I need to whack on my blue light blocking glasses because I've got maybe a call or some work to do on the laptop, then I can do that as well. Also highly recommend towards the back end of the evening, if you are someone that uses iPad, iPhone, go onto your iPhone, swipe down to where it says brightness and put that night shift on, and again it gives you that orange hue. So I think now more than ever, and this particular time of the year, really do prioritize the impact of light, understand, almost placate our natural levels of cortisol. If you have the ability to shift your training sessions, and this is where we talk about instilling that level of discipline in the winter. A lot of people don't do it because it's tough. It's cold, it's rainy, it's dark. But if you can meet that with a level of resistance and build upon your physical and psychological resilience, then brilliant. Really start to prioritize and respect your downtime towards the end of the day. So when work is done at 5, 6 o'clock in the office, you're not having to rush to the gym, sit in traffic, you can get home, run a nice bath, bit of red light therapy, watch some Netflix, have a nice bit of dinner, and then wind down to optimize that sleep as much as possible. Okay? Sick. I'm freezing down here. I'm gonna have to get a heater. It is El Chapo. Hope you enjoyed that first installment of the winter, whatever it's called. Looking forward to it. I like getting in the ice bath. By the way, if you are creating content this winter, yeah, don't create content and start by saying, today, I really didn't want to do this run. Guys, I didn't want to do the ice bath today. Don't get in the ice bath and film that. And that's it. Marvellous. I'm going to go now because I'm very cold. It's winter out there. I don't feel the cold. It's actually really warm. I'm actually too hot. I'm going to stay here all day. I'm going to love you and leave you, as always. Sorry for the brief hiatus. Been a bit bored recently, you know? Bored. I'm bored of the industry. I'm bored of everyone around me. I'm bored of my timeline spewing out content creators taking offence to everything. Here's why we shouldn't be doing full days of eating. No, there's nothing wrong with that. What's the reasoning why you're not happy with that? It's unrealistic. Well, it's not unrealistic, is it? It's not. It's like me watching Adam Peaty in the Olympics and saying, well, that's unrealistic. He's swimming too fast. And turn it off. I get it though. I get the whole like fake natty thing, and you know, if they're taking steroids and they look a certain way, but you know what? They're still doing it. They've done it. Gear or no gear. Got some weird Noel Edmond Channel 4 series where we open boxes and decide whether or not people are on steroids or not. There's a TV idea for you. Thank you, good night and much love.